No funny intro today, you guys. Brand new series I want to bring to you on the channel. So let's just cut straight to the intro and let me tell you all about it. Hey guys, what's up? IrishEmerald here, and welcome to a brand new series on the channel called Fix My Team, where I attempt to fix your draft league teams and hopefully eventually Smogon when I get a little bit better at playing at Smogon. But at first, I'm going to be looking at fixing your draft league teams that you guys, the viewers and all the other people around, get to submit and ask me to take a look at, critique, and maybe suggest as to how to improve them. As well as if you're having a bad draft league season, you can jump in, ask me, look, say what am I doing wrong, what am I doing right, and hopefully with a couple of pointers, you can actually have a little bit more fun and maybe turn around the season, or actually make playoffs. You never know. So that's the idea of this series. I think it'd be a little bit of fun. It'd be something a bit different, and figured why not, we're going to give it a spin. So we're going to just dive right into it. Firstly, I do want to kind of outline a couple of things about this series that I want to mention before I get into it. One thing I want to say is this series does not happen without you guys submitting teams for me to review. So thank you to everybody who did. We have 4 teams to review today, so I'm hoping to get through them in a nice 20-minute video and hopefully offer a few suggestions. So thank you guys so much for coming in and giving me teams to review. The series does not happen without that, so thank you. Secondly, what I want to also say is, if you're in the comment section down below, now I always want comments and I always want to hear what you guys think and whatever, but bear in mind, these are people who have opened themselves up to being critiqued by myself and by you guys. So of course, if you're just going to turn around and say someone just has a team, let's try to be a little bit more constructive than just that, if you catch my drift, right? They're looking for a little bit of help, they're looking for a little bit of critique. If we're going to have the comment section rolling, make sure that it's something that's a little bit more insightful than just saying team is on. Now of course some teams are going to be like that, but we're here to help, not here to crap on somebody. So let's see, let's just hopefully keep that in mind. And then on the flip side, that is, if you are someone who is submitting a team, I'm hoping you don't take some of the critiques too personally, because if I do look at something and kind of turn around and say, listen, this team has got a whole lot of flaws, and I don't want to be, I have to be honest, because obviously you guys, the viewers who are watching this, would want an honest opinion, an honest take, and me to be upfront and say what I like and I don't like. If I don't turn around and give somebody an honest opinion, or be too soft, and it just doesn't give you guys the real content there. So for anyone who submits a team, please keep in mind that I am going to be honest, I am going to be firm but fair is the best way of putting it. And if it's something that you might get a little bit salty about, I would say I'm sorry, but I'm not. I literally outlined at the start of this video, I'm not going to be sorry about these critiques. I'm just going to be upfront and honest and give you my firm but fair assessment. And if you like it, great. And if you take on what I say on board and your team gets better, fantastic. If you don't like it, look, it is what it is, but I am going to say thank you all the same for giving me teams to critique. If you guys have your own teams that you want me to critique, please let me know either on Twitter or on Discord, or even in the comment section down below. I can link up with you there. The more teams I have, the more often I can do this, so that'd be absolutely fantastic. And it really does depend on you guys. So that's how you can get involved on the series if you have something that you want me to take a look at. But yeah, that's enough of the kind of stuff going on there. When it regards how many times it's going to be uploaded, I say this could be uploaded two to three, maybe 2 times a month, maybe once a month, something like that. It really does depend on the influx of teams I get, and of course on the amount of time I have. But the more teams I get, I'll always make time to at least get one of these videos out at least once a month, because I think it'd be kind of a fun mini series, and if I get a load of teams, I'll be able to do this twice a month. So that's what I'm kind of looking at to do. But yeah, let's dive right on into it with our first team. Now our first team, the person that submitted doesn't want any credit, wants to remain anonymous. And of course, if you do want to remain anonymous when you submit a team, absolutely, that's no problem. And I can totally understand why you would want that, because look, nobody really wants to be completely open on the internet in that respect. So that's perfectly fine. And of course, if you find a team that you think is bad and you want to submit it anonymously, please do, because I need teams. So it doesn't have to be a team that you have. It could be a team that you spot. You're like, look, listen, this team needs work. Let's give it to Irish, let him take a look at it for the laws and the giggles. So definitely go take a look at that. But yeah, so the first team we were given was Tapu Koko, Corvic Knight, Mega Medicham, Superior, Kyurem, Dugtrio, Blastoise, Arcanine, Honchkrow, Weezing, and Shuckle. We were given 5 transactions to be able to change around this team if we so fit to do so, and we are basically looking to build this team up for somebody who likes to play a balanced playstyle. So, but yeah, we're going to dive right into this, right? I'm going to talk about what I like and what I don't like here. I like the fact we have Mega Medicham. This is, of course, a Nat Deck sleeve on Showdown, I should say. But we have a Mega Medicham here, which is absolutely fantastic. Love that Mega. Terrified of it every time I come up against. That thing is definitely there to be able to do a whole lot of wall breaking. Basically just come in, hit, click, high jump kick, and claim a life. Or at least is going to a KO something, which is fantastic. I definitely like the Curum here. I think Curum it can do a good bit of work. So my big concern with this team, right, and I do like the Mega Medicham pickup, right? You should always look at taking Mega Medicham when it's available. It should always be a conversation you're having with yourself. My big concern with this team is who exploits what Mega Medicham breaks. Okay, so like Mega Medicham is essentially able to break absolutely everything, bar maybe your extraordinary bulky water types. Even then, there's only like a handful of those bulky water types that are able to kind of wall Mega Medicham, and your really bulky fairies. And even then, a lot of them don't really like dealing with Mega Medicham because of Poison Jab, but it's able to kind of come in and at least threaten Mega Medicham out the first time it comes in. So it's really looking at who can exploit that the wall breaking potential that Mega Medicham offers. And I do like the Tapu Koko there in order to be able to offer some screen support and also being able to deal with those bulky water types that Mega Medicham has. But outside of that, I'm not too sure who really can come in once Mega Medicham breaks through, say, a steel type, like maybe Kuro. But I'm not too sure who's really good at coming in and really exploiting that wall breaking potential. Granted, now there's a couple of things that are very, very nice, but I don't see Superior being able to come in and sweep a game every single week. Sweeping potential, but not every week. I don't see it. I don't see how I would appreciate Mega Medicham coming in and just bopping something. I don't see how Curum is able to kind of come in and win a game entirely, mainly because of a speed stat, right? But it could definitely do it. I think if you're looking at this team, I probably would like maybe just someone that can take advantage of Mega Medicham breaking a little bit more, so then that way it just offers a little bit more offensive pressure. And what I would also like on this team is I would like some more hazards. I feel like this team is not offering enough in the hazard department to really exploit what Mega Medicham could do. Because if you can get up another layer, like rocks and spikes, right? If you're able to get up those houses and keep hazards up, like the likelihood is there's next to no one that can come in on Mega Medicham, really. There's so few Pokemon that can do it. So the likelihood is that if they're able to come in and take rocks damage or spikes damage, then you're able to basically allow Mega Medicham to turn 1-hit KOs into 2-hit KOs into 1-hit KOs. And you're really breaking through your opponent's team then. So I think that's something that we should definitely look at. What I'm really looking at is maybe removing Dugtrio here. Dugtrio is just, like, I just don't see at what point do you bring Dugtrio over Coco or Serp, really, to be your speed tier. I don't see who you want to trap for anybody with Dugtrio. I don't see why you would want to bring it. I think you have your elite speed already in Coco. I don't see who is really nice for you to trap. So I think if we can get a bit of ground type there to offer some better hazard support, that's really, really nice. I know we got Shuckle, but it's Shuckle. Like, you're not going to be wanting to bring that every single week. And I think if we could do that and then add a little bit more offense, that's going to be fantastic. I'm really looking at Honchkrow there. We could probably replace Honchkrow with something. So those are kind of the two Pokemon I'm really looking at. Regarding a more balanced playstyle, it'd be really nice if we were able to get a little bit more support here defensively for some Wish, or either a Pokemon that's able to heal up by themselves. The only two real defensive Pokemon, well, the only real defensive Pokemon that's able to heal up by itself here is Corviknight. So if you're looking for a balanced playstyle, you're looking for someone who can maybe do it themselves. Maybe if we can get someone with Regenerator on the squad, that'd be very, very nice. I know Arcanine can come bulky sometimes, but you're kind of asking to do a lot of bulky work here, if that's the case. So I'd like to switch that around. We only have Coco and Corviknight that are able to Volt Turn reliably, and we really would like a good bit of momentum here so we can bring Mega Medicham in safely, particularly because Corviknight is going to be drawn in some of those like steel types to be able to just sit in front of it. Now I know Corviknight can 1v1 a few steel types with the right set, but ideally when we have Corviknight, we would love to just U-turn and bring in the Mega Medicham and now Mega Medicham then just to cause absolute havoc. Regarding speed tiers, I'm very happy with his speed tiers, by the way. I should put that to one side. The speed tiers are very, very even. They're very, very solid. He's got Pokemon across all the speed tiers that you really want to prevent people from speed creeping him and all that kind of good stuff. So really happy with that. Let's just take a look and see what could be done to maybe make a couple of changes and see if we can make this team a little bit better. So guys, we have 120 points here to play with. It's a points kind of style draft. Dugtrio for 12 points. I just don't see what we can do with that. Particularly when we have Diggersby for the exact same. And we were literally just talking about someone who can kind of come in and really work, be a little bit more offensive. Now, I don't think Diggersby... Well, I think Diggersby will fit, but I don't think it's really what we're looking for. Because Diggersby and Mega Medicham kind of break through the same stuff. And we don't really have something that's able to kind of come in and exploit that. But for me, if you're looking at ground type, I would have taken Diggersby over Dugtrio every day of the week, because Diggersby offers you far more offensive capabilities, and Dugtrio does nothing that we really want to be trapping there for that. Hippowdon for 13 is interesting, because you would get a way to phase teams out. It would also, and I know you're picking up sand there, and I don't really know if you want sand or not, but being able to bring in Hippowdon to be able to get chip, sand chip, wear teams down, get your rocks up really reliably, being able to heat and recover up, and then also being able to get, it also means that when Mega Medicham comes in, you've got that passive sand damage with rocks, and it would mean that you're going to be able to reliably pick up more KOs. So I really think that's an option. Offensively, there's Mamoswine here for the ground type. Like, talking about ground types, we should be looking at either Diggersby, Hippo, or Mamoswine. Diggersby or Mamoswine for the offense alone, but Hippo, if you're looking for that balance style, I would be thinking Hippo is definitely ideal for that, because you would be able to EV Hippo in any way, shape possible, and you get your reliable rocks. So I think Hippo is definitely a really good option here. Now, if you want to take it up, it looks like we want to have to drop something else to be able to make up that point. So we'll take a quick look at that. But I'm going to go with Hippo here, but there's definitely a couple of options there that you can definitely make up depending on what you prefer yourself. Arcanine for 13 points. I think that's quite overpriced for Arcanine. I think Arcanine is good, but I don't think it's 13 points good. Particularly when you have Entei for 11, right? Like, I know Arcanine gets a little bit more utility with the Morning Sun and being able to run Intimidate and Flash Fire, but I just think for 13 points, like, Entei and Arcanine are going to do very, very similar things here. And I think what might be worthwhile is if you're if you want to go from Dugtrio to Hippo, then you can go from Arcanine down to Entei. Entei would give you a little bit more fighting power. It's going to be able to pack a little bit more of a punch. You're not going to be losing anything speed tier wise, because you still have your 95 base Pokemon in Kyurem, so you're not losing anything speed tier wise, and you are going to be able to get a more defensively balanced Pokemon and able to set up rocks and get chip for your Mega Medicham. Another option you also have is that you could also drop Blastoise for Quagsire and get that, that really bulky unaware wall that doesn't have to worry about those water types coming in. Although I do prefer grabbing Tentacruel over Blastoise. You're talking about the same point range there, but you're getting Rapid Spin. You're also going to be able to get a Pokemon that it can be a little bit more offensive and also set up Toxic Spikes. So Tentacruel will be able to just take the Sludge Waves and is able to come in on those Fairy types that Mega Medicham will force in. So I think having Tentacruel on your team will give you a reliable Pokemon that can kind of come in on the Fairy types, take the Sludge Wave, go for Acid Spray to wear them down if there's some weird calm mindset, Toxic Spikes, and Rapid Spin. So I think going that Blastoise to Tentacruel slot is probably a nice switch in there, just to be able to be a little bit more of a nuisance on your team. Now, I changed around a good bit of bulk there, but I'm still looking for some sort of offense. I want a little bit more offense on this team in order to really capitalize on Mega Medicham's wall breaking potential. So let's see if we can find something really, really easy that can just slot in on this team. The most simple one is very straightforward. We're going to drop Weezing for 6 points and pick up the Alolan Raichu. That's mainly because we got +2 points for switching out Arcanine from Entei, and we used one to bring it up to pick up Hippo over Dugtrio. So that will even the draft out. You get the Alolan Raichu in the electric terrain with the Tapu Koko to be able to exploit that. And then you'll also have a Pokemon that's able to potentially set up, maybe behind some screens, what have you. And it gives you another Volt Switcher on your team too. So you have Koko, Alolan Raichu, the Honchkrow, and the Corviknight are able to kind of come in and around and just spam the Volt Switch on, like the Volt Turn on your opponent's team and wear them out. And then with the Sand, with the Hippo, you're going to be able to get reliable rocks up. You're going to get Pokemon that's able to just hard block the electric type moves being used against you in the terrain. And you're also going to be able to get really nice reliable chip for your Pokemon to be able for your Mega Medicham and other Pokemon like Kyurem to be able to a KO. Now, if you want to go a lot more offense, there's a couple more changes you can make. I'm just going to outline for you guys real quick. You can go Dugtrio to Hippo. I really think that's a good switch. I'm going to stick with that one, but there is also Mamoswine and Diggersby there. if you wanted to go down that route. But I think you go Dugtrio for Hippo. I think you go Arcanine down to Haxorus. That gives you that balance out that, because Arcanine down to Haxorus is available. I would drop Kyurem and pick up Volcarona. Volcarona is available for an extra point, so I would pick up the Volcarona. So you have Coco, Superior, Volcarona, and Mega Medicham. I think that is not an easy offense to deal with. I would still drop Blastoise for Tentacruel. I think that's a very good switch, and it gives you a Pokemon that's able to come in on the poison types, that on the fairy types that come in on Mega Medicham. And I would drop. You would have to drop the Weezing for something to balance out your points. I would drop Weezing for maybe something like Corsola. Something like that that's got a little bit of bulk and that can also hit quite hard. I think that's probably might be the best bet that's available down there. You can maybe go a little bit lower, but on my quick analysis, you don't have a ghost type, and a ghost type would be very, very nice on this squad, just to give you a different stab move to play with. But that's what I would think anyways going in on this team. There's a lot to like on this team. It's a nice base, but there's definitely room for improvement and making this team a lot more effective. But that's team 1. Let's get into team 2. So editor Irish here, guys. As I was actually editing the video, I realized I have a lot recorded for this first episode. There's like an extra 3 teams I have done, and it's about roughly 15 to 20 minutes each after I've done the editing, or will do the editing. So I said, look, I'm just going to leave it there. One team there. Unfortunately, I'll try and hopefully keep the rest, maybe record less for the other videos. But I said, we'll have to, with the length of this video, I figured that's more than enough. I doubt you guys want to hear me ramble for an hour. And if you guys do, you'll obviously go over to Twitch. Link to that is in the description. But I figured, look, that's probably enough for the very first episode. Hopefully this gives you a flavour as to what it is. But because I have the other 3 teams in my back pocket ready to rock and roll, I'll hopefully get those 3 videos out, very promptly, because they're already recorded. And since they're done, they're done. I'll hopefully get them out over the next couple of weeks. I might try and do one midweek, one in the weekend, something like that. You'll see it when it comes out, you guys. But keep an eye on the YouTube channel. If you haven't clicked the like button already on this video, please do. And if you haven't clicked the subscribe button, please do. Click that bell icon. You'll know when the video is out. I'm a genius when it comes to these plugs. But yeah, I am going to wrap it up there today. Please let me know in the comment section down below what you think of this series. Is this a good idea? What do you think of the team that we got? What do you think of the suggestions we made? I'd love to get you guys suggestions, your feedback, all that, because I don't think anyone's ever done this before on YouTube for Pokemon, and I figured this would be something different. So I kind of want to see if this is a good idea, if this is a video that is enjoyable. So yeah, you guys let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think and all that kind of good stuff. And if you have a team that you want me to critique, or not critique, or review, or fix, let me know in the either on Twitter, Discord, or in the comment section down below. The links to my Twitter and Discord are in the video description. But yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up there today, folks. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.